Hey, what up, you guys? This is Danny B. You're watching the Trash Dish. I'm out here at the graveyard, and I'm gonna be doing my top 10 favorite Cannon movies. So I've always loved Cannon movies. There's a ton of them. A lot of them I haven't seen yet. Yeah, there's a few classics that I never seen, like Bloodsport I never seen. A bunch of other ones, Masters of the Universe and stuff like that. A bunch of Chuck Norris ones I've never seen. So it's not gonna be the top 10 best ones. It's just gonna be my top 10 favorite. Alright, coming up at number 10 is Crack House. I'm going to do a full review of this soon, so I'll talk more about it in there, but this is basically a guy goes to prison, his girl gets strung out on crack, and then she gets held hostage in a crack house, and he's going to try to save her, basically. It's a good action movie. It's got a lot of, cheesiness, a lot of shootout scenes and stuff like that. So that's number 10, Crack House. Alright, coming up at number 9 is Invasion USA. And this is probably my favorite Chuck Norris movie. The only one that might top it is Sidekicks. You got Russian guys going through neighborhoods, blowing up houses with bazookas, and Chuck Norris has to stop them. Super ridiculous action in this one. That's number 9, Invasion USA. Alright, coming up at number 8 is Exterminator Part 2. But yeah, I kind of have a tough time deciding, do I like the original Exterminator better, or do I like Part 2? I think I like Part 2 just a little bit more. I especially like the music in this one, and you got Mario Van Peebles as the Mad Max style bad guy in it. Ridiculous. Robert Ginty is awesome in this, and then I like his friend BG in it. They're driving around a giant green garbage truck. Very cool. So that's number 8, Exterminator Part 2. Alright, coming up at number 7 is New Year's Evil. And there's just something about this one that I really like. It's pretty generic, but I don't know, I really like it. I like the guy's voice when he goes on the phone and stuff. And it's got the gritty LA scenery. It's very cool. And then plus it's a New Year's movie. You don't see too much New Year's horror. You see there's Terror Train and a couple other ones, but New Year's Evil is the one I always go to on New Year's. Alright, coming up at number 6 is 10 to Midnight, and this is an awesome one. This is almost like it's almost like a Dirty Harry movie, but with Charles Bronson in it. But yeah, you get this guy named Warren who's like a complete sicko. He's going around completely naked, stabbing people to death, and he's very sneaky, kind of gets away with it, and Charles Bronson knows he's doing it, but can't prove it, so there you go. It's 10 to Midnight at number 6. Alright, coming up at number 5 is Runaway Train. And this is honestly, I think this is maybe the best actual movie that Cannon ever did. This is where John Voight and Eric Roberts escape from prison, and they hop on a train, and the train has no conductor, and they're trying to figure out how to stop the train before it crashes. And this, I believe, was Danny Trejo's first movie too. So that's number 5, Runaway Train. Alright, coming up at number 4 is Cobra. And Cobra is one of the most Cannon-esque movies you could ever see. It's one of my favorites. I love it. Stallone is Marion Cobretti. He chews a matchstick, drives a car named Awesome 50's, cutting pizza with scissors and eating only the edge of it. And then who can forget the classic opening scene with the grocery store? It's just awesome. I don't deal with psychos. Alright, coming up at number 3 is Death Wish 3. And this is, to me, this is like the definitive Cannon movie. There's a couple I like better than it, but to me this has everything that you could want in a Cannon movie, besides maybe Hercules or the mythical stuff. But yeah, it's just so over the top. You got this gang of people with reverse mohawks. You got the Giggler. You got these super cheesy bad guys, and they're terrorizing this little part of New York. Charles Bronson moves in, and then him and the other senior citizens start figuring out ways to get rid of these guys. I don't know, it's pretty ridiculous. It's awesome though. Death Wish 3 at number 3. Alright, coming up at number 2 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. And I love this movie. This is so much fun. To me, this is my favorite version of Leatherface. Then I love the Cook and Chop Top. I love everyone in the Sawyer family. Then I love the good characters too. I love Stretch and Dennis Hopper, Lefty, LV. I just love the whole movie. So that's number 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Alright, and coming up at number 1, probably not a big surprise to people that watch my channel, but Death Wish Part 2. And there was a time that I liked Death Wish 3 more than this one, but after rewatching them, I really do kind of like Death Wish part 2 the best. And then what I like about it too is that it's got the same feeling of part 1, but it also combines like the cheesiness of the sequels, like part 3 and 4 and stuff. So it makes it a dark, fun movie. You got scenes that are like pretty shocking, like his daughter jumping out the window and then dying. And then of course the music. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. So that's my number 1, Death Wish Part 2. So a quick recap: number 10, Crack House; number 9, Invasion USA; number 8, Exterminator 2; number 7, New Year's Evil; number 6, 10 to Midnight; number 5, Runaway Train; number 4, Cobra; number 3, Death Wish 3; number 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2; and number 1, Death Wish 2. Alright, you guys, this is Danny B. You're watching the Trash Dash. Let me know your top 10 canon movies. Let me know which ones I should check out, because there's a bunch I haven't seen. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.